हेलो गाइस, स्वागत है भाई सभी लोग। हम लोग खेले गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट। हो गया भाई, नाविया मिली नहीं यार। मेरा 70 का पुल्स खत्म हो गया इसमें। सेवेंटी वाले पुल्स खत्म हो गए हैं। ये इवेंट का कुछ है, एक मिनट देखता हूँ मैं। इवेंट में जाना पड़ता। अरे इवेंट का, हाँ इसमें से प्राइमो जेम्स मिल रहे हैं ना, तो वही ले रहा हूँ मैं। अभी मिल गया है 20 प्राइमो जेम, उसका मिल गया। सही। अभी बस कितना है एक बार देख लेते हैं। नाविया के लिए विश करने के लिए कुछ है क्या? 80 है। 180 है, लेकिन यहाँ पे मिलेगा क्या? 180 इधर 160 चाहिए, यहाँ पे नहीं चाहिए। स्टार ग्लिटर में तो 5 ही दे रहा है, लेकिन नहीं मिलेगा। हाँ ओके, चलो फिर काम पे लगते हैं। लेट्स सी। वेपन मिल गया, मेरा नसीब अच्छा था। वेपन 70 में मिल गया, लेकिन ये नहीं मिला है। 70 के ऊपर हो गया। आई थिंक मेरा 14 पेजेस के अब गया है। 71 पुल्स हो गए मेरे टोटल अभी तक मिला नहीं है मुझे। नाविया का अभी तक कुछ पता नहीं है। यहाँ पे ऊपर बोल रहा है जाने के लिए। टाइम चलेंगे। इन लोग के कैंप से गुजरना जरूरी है क्या? साइड से नहीं बना रहा अभी। तैयारी करने का अच्छा मूड नहीं है मेरा। क्या मैंने उसको नहीं उड़ाया? अगर यहाँ पे वो 2 बैरल थे, उसको उड़ा देता ना, फिर से मेरे को नीचे फेंक देता। उस दिन भी ये ऐसे ही किया इसने। मच यहाँ का एक खुला हुआ नहीं है क्या? देखना पड़ेगा, अगर की है तो एक ओपन कर देते, यहाँ पे आए हैं तो। होपफुली की रहे भाई अपने पास, इसका ये ओपन हो जाएगा तो और एक चेस्ट अपना आउट ऑफ द टिक हो जाएगा। मेरे पास ये की नहीं रहेगा, नहीं की नहीं, इस चैनल की नहीं। और एक मिलना चाहिए था की। क्या है, डिफेंस कुछ तो है। सब लोग साथ में आओ, सब साथ में मारेंगे।
Illusion shattered. Incinerate. Shine down. Now you shall perish. Boom boom! Breath of the flame. Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it.
Disappear.
जाओ सभी लोग जाओ।
There is no escape. Shine down, torn to oblivion. Let's dance.
ये बारबरा की हेल्थ कम है। ये किधर 800 मीटर पे है भाई, इधर ये डी हुआ मार्श के पास किधर तो है, उधर जाना पड़ेगा। डी हुआ मार्श। ये सभी लोग हैं, बढ़िया काम है, नॉट बैड यार, सही है। अच्छा इधर आने का आइडिया अच्छा। तो हॉस्टल वाला मिलेगा। ये चेस्ट वगैरह तो नहीं है ना? नहीं चेस्ट तो नहीं है मुझे यहाँ पे, होता तो दिख जाता। चेस्ट नहीं है यहाँ पे, कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है। आगे चलो, आगे चलो। डिस्ट्रॉय हिलीचल टावर्स। ओके भाई, हिलीचल के टावर तोड़ने के अपने को। फोर्थ मिशन है ना आई थिंक यार, लगता था ऐसे फोर्थ मिशन ही है। इन लोग आगे जाते हैं।
Motion to compel.
पागल मार रहे हैं इन लोग।
There is no escape. Incinerate.
इजी पीजी काम खत्म। नीचे अंडरग्राउंड में भी किधर जाएगा? चाहे थर्ड वाला था, फोर्थ वाला अभी करना पड़ेगा अपने को। फोर्थ वाला किधर है? यहाँ पे टेलीपोर्ट करते हैं जियो के स्टेज के पास फटाफट। यहाँ का म्यूज़िक थोड़ा ईरी है, थोड़ा हॉरर हॉरर टाइप म्यूज़िक है। यहाँ पे इधर ही आ गए।
Shine down. Time for your arraignment.
Picked the wrong subject. Should replace my hammer. That tingle?
ये टिंगल का भी बिंगल गया था मैंने।
Boom boom. I'll protect us.
हेल्थ लेके रखते हैं ना, कभी भी काम में आएगा ना। ये 10 बनेंगे क्या? अगर इसके 10 हो गए तो सही काम हो जाएगा। लास्ट है, लास्ट। ये ऑटो को अनलॉक होना चाहिए। एकदम बॉर्डर पे आया वो। एकदम बॉर्डर पे परफेक्ट आया हूँ। यहाँ पे कुक हो गया, सही काम। इसको भी 99 स्टैमिना वाला चाहिए अपने को। ये 15 है। टार्टर स्टिक टार्टर ये बना के रख लेते क्योंकि अपने को काम में आएगा। नया रेसिपी है ये अब तक इसके पहले कभी बनाया नहीं था। थोड़ा सा आगे और सामान जमा पड़ा है तो वाला यूज कर ही लेते भाई, क्या करेंगे इसको। अटैक बाय 160 228 ये चाहिए ना भाई, क्या ये टोमेटो नार्बनेज यार, ये नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि ना ये लंबा है बहुत यार। एक ही बनाते छोड़ देते हैं। इसमें क्या है, रिवाइव्स एंड रिस्टोर ट्रैप्स रिपो कैंडिड अली अजी लेनाक नट इक्वल ट्रेजर 70%। ठीक है बाद में आते हैं ना, अभी तो फिलहाल आई थिंक हो गया स्टोरी मोड अभी पूरा। अपन जाके अभी रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। स्टॉर्म टेरर मिलेगा लेने को, यस स्टॉर्म टेरर लेते हैं।
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
अच्छा भाई तेरे स्टॉर्म टेरर डवालिन सही टाइम पे इसने अटैक किया भाई।
Whirling snow! Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Motion to compel!
आज अगर कुछ दे देगा ना सही काम हो जाएगा यार ये। कौन सा भी बिलेट दे दे भाई, कुछ तो दे दे, लेकिन आज कुछ दे दे। कौन सा भी बिलेट दे दिया चलेगा, मेरे को चलेगा, मैं ले लूँगा। बिलेट दे दो भाई।
My opponent!
With the wind!
Incinerate! Sion! Ha! Ha! Ta! Ha! Cha! Ta!
भाई इसलिए फास्ट किल किया था उसको।
Go, Barbara, go!
ले ले बारबारा, कुछ अच्छा निकाल ले भाई आज। नहीं, आज भी वेपन वाला नहीं मिला कुछ। ठीक है, नॉट बैड, नॉट बैड, चलेगा, ये भी चलेगा। अपने को वेपन वाला कुछ नहीं मिला है फटाक से। एक अच्छे, ज़्यादा हेल्थ डैमेज नहीं हुआ है।
What is the situation?
ओ एक्वेंट फेट मिला है ब्रो, वेरी नाइस। चलो टावर चलो।
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Ast.
वन 20 और चाहिए नहीं। इसका पुल हो सकता है एक, इसमें कुछ मिलेगा तो मिलेगा शायद से। अपने अपने फेवरेट विशिंग स्पॉट पे जाते देखते यहाँ से कुछ मिलता है क्या अपने को। क्या बात है भाई, क्या दिया स्काईवर्ड एटलस, वाह भाई साहब सही है। शॉप कर सकते क्या, इंटरट्वाइन फेट करना है क्या एक्वेंट फेट करना है या फिर बारबरा लेना है। अपने पास 12 पॉइंट है, ज़्यादा उसमें सोचने का कुछ है ही नहीं भाई, नथिंग टू थिंक। एक बार हिस्ट्री में जाते हैं, इस पे देखते क्या है। देखो यहाँ पे अभी ये 70 विशेस हो गए मेरे पूरे। यहाँ पे 71 के बाद 72nd विश पे मेरे को ये मिला था। अभी देखते 70 विश होके गए। अभी हर विश में पॉइंट मतलब ज़्यादा ऑप्शन रहता है जीतने का, बट अभी एक 5 स्टार अभी इसमें मिल चुका है, तो यहाँ पे मिलता है कि नहीं अभी पता नहीं। लेट्स सी, फिंगर्स क्रॉस, होपफुली मिल जाए। नाविया के लिए विश कर रहे हैं, नाविया कम होम, लेट्स सी। एक विश तो गई, अभी बची दूसरी विश है, देखते हैं इसमें मिलता है कि नहीं। लेट्स गो, फिंगर्स क्रॉस भाई। तुम लोग देख रहे स्ट्रीम तो भाई मेरे को सपोर्ट तो करो, लग दो अपना ज़रा मेरे को। यार इससे अच्छा मैं ये वर्डिक नहीं मिस स्प्लिटर रिफोर्स के लिए ट्राई करूंगा तो ज़्यादा मिल जाएगा, अच्छा लगता है उसमें मिल जाएगा मेरे को। ये 140, अभी 20 और एक करेंगे फिर पुल, देखते हैं, लेट्स सी। अच्छा यहाँ पे आया तो 5 स्टार का एक कुछ तो एक काम हो गया। वो भी लेवल अप करना है मेरे को, लेकिन ठीक है देख। ये एक बचा है, ये ट्राई करूँगा, लेकिन इसमें एक्चुअली मुझे अभी ये नहीं मिलेगा यार, सिर्फ ये मिलेगा, बाकी सब मेरा एक्चुअली हो चुका है। कॉन्टेंट अरे हाँ ये बचा है ना, वो इसमें 20 मिलेंगे, इसका ही काम करते ना। स्पिनाडी रोजुलो ना जा रहे हैं, चलो स्पिनाडी रोजुला जाते हैं, देखते हैं वहाँ पे क्या है। सेंड क्या नाम है उसका यार, नाम भी इन लोग के फ्रांस वालों के बहुत डेंजर नाम है, बोलने प्रोनाउंस करने नहीं होते।
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much is... Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon... it's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable... did you just poison... Paimon's never seen that...
Don't be frightened. I'm just... Aw, have you...
Wait. You are familiar...
The voice from... You're feeling lost. Consider me a passerby. Just... The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can just as prophecies are the things that you... I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately.
The voice.
भाई चलो when you wake up ठीक है वही कौन है भाई देखते क्या है
Alright, hey, it's you.
Well, I see I've walked in on some
मोनोटोना
lively
इधर आ
bit.
गई
Fine, just fine. Not all fun. Why, yes, it was. I'm in full.
That's right.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed. Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you...
She said that even the gods get...
The Hex and Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. But I've never met her.
Whoa.
Their abilities alone.
Well, it's not like Paimon could...
Yes, she was quite. Perhaps it is something that you cannot. Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, we're fine.
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I... But even so, perhaps that's what N was trying to I did originally think of steering...
स्टोरी बताओ भाई जल्दी मेरे को दूसरा भी करने का आगे
There I go. It was worth, I suppose.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
बताओ भाई अभी क्या सीन है लेट्स सी
It's been a while, Tate.
Please.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about...
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandit...
One of our men got...
What's weird about that?
This is Fleuve Sandra, my friend. But that gun turned out to be an exception.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the...
You mean, a criminal was afraid...
I didn't say anything.
In Fleuve Sandra, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes... It's the guy living in the...
So, who was...
Don't bother.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Shuff. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm
All right. Don't say I didn't warn.
लोग किसको डरा रहे भाई वो उसको डरा रहे पागल हो गए इन लोग ये सबको पकड़ रही है धो रही है सबको डरा रहे इन लोग वाह भाई साहब छोटे मोटे चिलुकड़े सब अंदर ही है क्या दोनों अंडरग्राउंड ही है
Yes, but have a cloak... Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using...
Could it...
Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway.
जिसका भी था उसका एम बहुत गंदा था इतना तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ इससे अच्छा एम दे रहा है बॉटली पे प्रैक्टिस किया यहाँ पे मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा फायर हुआ है के गन वाह सही है
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest it.
You say...
It's the truth. Here, take this as...
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain
Seems you're different. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets and floofs?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about two...
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding.
Do you know where the noises were coming?
I don't remember.
Is it that you don't remember?
You tell me.
Then please.
She's giving her even more Mora.
The noises
Yes,
came
हमको
from
भी
the
कुछ
end of the
दिख रहा
southern
नहीं. We
waterway.
don't know anything.
I
We
came
didn't
out
see
and had a look
anything.
for myself, and that's all I know.
सब पैसे का
Alright.
खेल है बाबू भैया,
Thanks
सब
for the
पैसे का
cut.
खेल है. Pat the fruit. Thank you, King Mora. Yes, we are bribing everyone now.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here. My apologies. Though I do have... but taking care of junk food is my
Oh,
responsibility.
भाई, ये भी magician
You're
हाथ
better
में से
off
निकालिए,
sticking to your
भाई.
norm- Now then.
ये भी मैजिशियन है भाई, हाथ में से किधर से निकाली खाना?
Seems like that's all we'll be...
Paimon feels like we managed.
Yes. Assume a month ago. In the following weeks, then, a few days ago, he found...
That all makes sense to
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve-Cendre. Yeah. If we are indeed he was no saint, but no one's heard... What message is the killer trying to convey? And we've thoroughly investigated. He claims to have...
Okay, so he
Not only that, he has a family of his own. In the story, more importantly...
Then...
Investigations take time. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation.
Wait, but...
But the book had more...
Oh?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll have...
भाई 20 प्राइमोजेम्स प्लीज, मेरे को एक पुल करना है भाई. 20 प्राइमोजेम्स, 20 प्राइमोजेम्स. यस, नाइस. ये बात गुड क्वेश्चन. अरे इसको भी 20 मिलेगा. रुक जाओ यार, मैं अभी पहले पुल कर लेता हूँ, पहले बाहर जाता हूँ यहाँ से. फर्स्ट वी नीड टू गो आउट फ्रॉम हियर. क्लाउड सेंटर से बाहर आएंगे हम यहाँ पे. नाविया पुल कर ना अपन. नाविया पुल करे तो जाते ना अपन भाई, भगवान के पास जाके वहां से ही लेते. दे दे भाई, नाविया दे दे. 70 के बाद गारंटी होना चाहिए ना, ज़्यादा अच्छा रहता है अगर 70 के बाद पुल करेंगे तो. राइट भाई, एक पुल हम कर सकते हैं अभी इसके लिए, नाविया के लिए. नाविया मिलने तक अपने को पुल करना है बस. 9 दिन बचे. 9 दिन में अगर नाविया मिलती है तो ठीक है. कोशिश, लेट्स सी, फिंगर्स क्रॉस भाई. जो भी देख रहे भाई, लक दे दो अपना. स्ट्रीमर लक दे दो मेरे को, ताकि मैं आज 2 5 स्टार पुल कर सकूं. एक तो मैंने कर दिया ऑलरेडी इसमें, और एक अभी इसमें होपफुली मिल जाए. ये क्या 4 स्टार रोजारिया क्यों दे रही है भाई? रोजारिया का मैं क्या आचार डालूंगा? रोजारिया वाई शी इज गिविंग रोजारिया भाई. रोजारिया नहीं चाहिए मेरे को भाई. ऐसे ऐसे करते ना बाकी के फालतू कैरेक्टर लेवल अप हो रहे हैं यार. जो चाहिए वो तो मिल ही नहीं रहा है मेरे को. शायद से साइन है कुछ तो पता नहीं, बट देखते हैं. लेट्स सी यार, फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड. अच्छे कैरेक्टर जंग खा रहे भाई ये. अरे भाई साहब, 1 2 3 4 C5 हो गया है. इसका भी C6 हो जाएगा मुझे ऐसा लगता है जल्दी. अब बहुत सारे अपने नेट को भी हाथ ही नहीं लगाया.
It's filming time again! Our schedule is jam-packed for the next couple of days, too. We've got so many different locations and sets to cover. Anyway, let's head out and meet up with the others.
ये ऊपर का व्यू सही है. वो साइड से भी आ सकता था लेकिन कोई बात नहीं।
Work, everyone. We're looking to wrap with. What do you mean, looking to wrap? Oh, aren't you the expert? This upcoming scene is the two musketeers' final confrontation with the Baron. Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera.
The view is beautiful tonight. Enough.
Enough, Phil.
My dear what did I expect? In this world, she thought she could
Mother never asked a single thing of you.
It was you who personally compared to that deadly poison. The 2 bullets that...
So let's see. Get them!
Tulip! There are too many of them!
It'll be okay. We'll cover each other, Iris. And Mother will be watching over us, too.
My apologies.
You've lost.
We are...
You lost your...
We will gain. It's over.
So...
I'm not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of flowers? After all, Mother always did love going where the blossoms were. What about you? Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Huh? Tulip, look!
What is it?
It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look, it's... Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And, all right, everyone. Congratulations, Ayaka and Chevrolet.
Thank you.
You were great too, Chev...
That is indeed my...
Whoa.
Who doesn't like...
Captain, I have something urgent to report.
Please excuse me, everyone. I'll be back in just a...
It's okay, don't worry about us. Oh? Was she whisked away by work already? It seemed like... Anyway, and one last thank you for your kind words, Director Free. Nevertheless... Oh... I believe it's also about time for me to... See you tomorrow, Yep, see you tomorrow! Well, what should we do next?
Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Huh?
You could say that our ship has finally...
हाँ जाना कहाँ पर है भाई इसका कहाँ पर है शिपीएस की अच्छा वेस्ट स्लोप ऑफ माउंट अच्छा यहाँ पे जाना है चलो देखते हैं यहाँ पे क्या सीन है लेट्स सी क्या दे रहा है भाई कोई अच्छा मिल जाए भाई कुछ वेपन मिल जाएगा तो बहुत सही काम हो जाएगा लेकिन वेपन नहीं मिलेगा 20 प्राइमेडियम्स और देंगे हम लोग 20, 40 और 60 आई थिंक 60 प्राइमेडियम्स और मिल सकते हैं आज के दिन में अगर पूरा मिशन कंप्लीट हुआ तो विदाउट मिस्ट
Paimon's exhausted. Paimon definitely... So, Chevrolet, why did you take us here?
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive. Have you ever heard of someone by the name of...
Oh, you mean that famous...
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her after I discovered the rainbow rose at the scene of the murder. I sent it to her.
And then?
There was nothing remarkable about the flower or the... But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the...
Huh. Paimon did...
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will... Oh, we already knew that the rose...
Oh, Paimon...
Precisely. And after...
Really?
It's...
But didn't you say...
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still... However, that doesn't mean the true... Whatever the case, we...
So you mean the next...
Yes. We're going to pay him a visit.
ये वही बंदा जिसके 2 डॉग्स हैं भाई, इसका पावर का गार्डन है वो क्या?
That should be his house.
There are so many Gardamex stationed...
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired them so he...
Huh. So...
Right. Which is exactly why I think there has to...
So...
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a no...
But they're so far away!
Don't forget, Paimon. I'm actually the real-life captain of the Musketeers.
भाई इनको घंटा फर्क पड़ता है क्या हो रहा है। गाड़ी में इसको घंटा फर्क पड़ता है भाई, कौन हमको बुलेट मार रहा है नहीं मार रहा है उनको कुछ मालूम नहीं पड़ता है। एनपीसी थोड़ी पागल है ये गेम की।
All clear. Let's go.
Wait!
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside. Once we're sure that we're in the clear, I'll ask him to...
But can't...
We still have no evidence that he... Still, it would be appreciated if you could pick a rainbow rose from...
Sure, no problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Beb...
Who could it be at this hour? Oh, it's you?
Would you mind accompanying me to the...
Oh, is it
I cannot confirm or deny that.
So it is then.
Listen, I need you to...
Miss Shavras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Oh!
By saving me the trouble...
I will confess. I was the...
Huh?
Hey!
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed.
Then it's my responsibility to inform you, Mr. Baptiste.
Yes.
I must say.
Oh?
Both, I suppose.
For the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, but that won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
You know, I was adopted as a child.
That was never recorded in the orphanage.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after what...
So, your novel...
No, of course not. But I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused...
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin. An irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defense...
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of...
I'm simply skeptical about...
It's simple, really. You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well...
So you're going to call a stop to your revenge?
The true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me.
And so what? The character...
Now, Officer Shavras, I'm the one who has killed a man.
What's your father's name? How do you plan...
Well...
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the...
No, it has to be here. When I said won't be overheard, I would like to speak with you and you alone.
Thanks.
Please stay safe, Chef.
All right. Let's hear it.
Will you really believe?
Well, that... So that's how it's all...
So...
Do you want me to go public?
No, of course not.
Then why did you bother
You've read my work. Even if you were to go public with all... It's been too long. Almost 20... Justice will never...
Not if you don't...
I know that as the captain of the special security... But... Do you really think a cushy life in prison...
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Pull the trigger of justice against him.
You want me to let you go, so you make...
No, Officer Shavras, no.
Oh, Shavras sure is taking... Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her? Oh, you do... Still, do you have any idea who the rich person...
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your talk go?
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning.
But what about the name? Did he...
Yes, he did. But for now, I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so...
All right,
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
फिर से वेट करा रहा है भाई। तो सुबह 8 बजे वेट करा रहा है भाई हम लोग को। सिर्फ 20 है यहाँ पे एक और एक मिल जाता ना तो फिर मैं एक और एक पुल कर लेता कैसा भी करके, लेकिन अभी पुल होने के चांसेस कम है, आज नहीं हो पाएगा। फुल ब्लैंक है भाई। ये ऊपर है।
Huh? Our name? Let Paimon see! The underwater... My recent attempts to enter the fortress, thus, Did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blinded friend. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind cloak, journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. The trap. Charlotte took so. She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything. Ugh, seriously?
पर आज भाई फटाफट होटल देवबाड़ है ना ये
We're here! Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition only 16 slices a day cake! It was so delicious the last time we tried.
1 slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait,
That's right. Even he has his own preference.
do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon?
But why would it close?
Well,
Oh, the prophecy. No. It's the same for eating.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have these 2 slices are for you?
Oh, you know, see.
I sure do. She said that I've got something else to do.
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in.
ये हमारी स्टोरी खत्म करो यार नींद आ रहा है
Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious.
उसकी रेसिपी दे दो बना लेंगे हम उसमें क्या है ये होटल देवबाड़ ये क्या वेग इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहा है भाई होटल छोड़ो फॉरवर्ड जाओ भाई एक ही बार बता दो ना क्या करना है भाई खत्म कर देते मिशन खाली पोर्ट का लंबा खींच रहे यार
We're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
शार्लोट
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about?
Ha! You've got some.
Oh, you needn't. It's all right, though.
Really? Oh, Paimon.
Still, what brings...
A friend of ours met you.
Ah, so you know Miss... So she mentioned...
She said that you're a
Nice.
Huh?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more...
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor and... Whew, so much to get...
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If...
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about. If you're seriously asking, that from what I've seen, most people... So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping... Just think about it. If this nation really were to be... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that... I'm not a dreamer, but anyway...
That's so nice. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
मेरे को ये मालूम करने का चाइल्ड का क्या हुआ है वो इतना बड़ा वो वेल मच्छी उसके ऊपर से गया वो बंदा किधर गया
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't fun... No, but... We've always been moving to the next destination. You mean, still traveling? Huh.
स्टोरी खत्म कर दो यार लंबा चल रहा है स्टोरी नींद आने लग गया मेरे को
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
वो भी सही है इतना लंबा स्टोरी मेरे सर में मोड़ आ
So the
जाएगा
two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais...
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. Not at all. Yes, inside the opera house. The Marie-Chaussee Phantom has...
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance at the opera house. loudly accusing her of doing. And before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow and...
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess...
I agree. People will naturally...
So what happened after...
Seeing that the situation, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch Lady for...
So, you mean...
That's right. The Marechaussee... That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. Good.
Don't worry, this is...
Is that so?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't... And, as we also know, when Nervalet was it would be hard for her. Paimon thinks Farina's probably... Well, what do you think? In that case, there's none of...
और कितना दिया इसने? 20? नहीं, कुछ नहीं दिया, कचरा. पॉइसन में क्या कर रही है जाके वहां पे?
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Farina, right over there.
What was meant to happen? I'm sorry. Give up. I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina.
What do you mean?
Who did that They even dared. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marsh just...
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after...
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? That's against the rule.
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up! This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot.
What?
Hurry, they're almost...
Fine, I suppose. I merely gave in to the...
Yep, that's a good...
What's happening?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, did it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need to worry.
Yeah, but the people of Poisson...
It's true. I've been investigating the Prof. I once had informants all over Tevat. I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back this, but... Oh my F, we cannot make an enemy of the divine. Give up. Indeed. Fate. But just now... It all became... As long as the... Don't worry.
Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any...
Come on!
Cher, that's impossible. It was fated... A witness. Yes, and if Tevat is in its...
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my... Now, without further...
So, do not forget, however, that I am...
May I interpret these words as your in that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade against... I see. It seems like you have made up...
Paimon can't believe it.
What the heck is going on?
Wow.
Lady Farina.
Shh! It would seem that there has been a
Looking for excuses?
I raised my hands just now to I will admit, I'm sorry if you are not the But now, I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world that this time... Applaud and read. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine!
Woohoo! Oh, no. Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Also, even though she's still acting so...
All right, then.
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that...
इन लोग का स्टोरी चलेगा अलग से much.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the... Just how much work did...
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were...
Navia, the press...
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my... They changed into plain clothes, and came... The people's resentment against their... Moreover, according to our understanding in an... So, we arranged...
So, you mean...
And their goal was...
That's right. That house...
As the super ultimate the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and was an arc. My thanks, Farina. Without your help... Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of... We had to select a location, construct the...
So, in other words, the...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, you gathered a crowd. Prepare also that...
Yes, that is...
Well, Clorand, as for you, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor. Oh? It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial.
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's... Oh, let Paimon see. Oh, wait. Then that means this. So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence as... Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, all right?
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duel. I didn't think that you'd wind up. This is the first time, Miss Fatui, the Fortress of Mirror. According to Miss, I nearly lost my awesome friend. The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on. Just fast forward, of course. It is only not.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your con. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey.
Charge accepted. Lady Farina. Lady Farina.
I plead not guilt. There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine.
Yeah.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon. See? Even the Orit, if you wished.
An argument with Nir.
Well, and if I.
First of all, you make.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave?
A curse. I once thought, but in light of this claim, perhaps.
Never sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina. Well, it is.
Well, don't start. Besides, for centuries, one need only to turn their eyes.
You tried to reference the origin.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of it while the court is in session. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution.
I never thought.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely
So, you neither knew why, child, instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority.
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that I didn't, but the oratories handed. You can't.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses.
My power.
If that poses a.
You don't need to go that far.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons, thus did I give up all.
Isn't that?
Yeah. Nope.
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's
Hey, come now, everyone! I'm still the same, please.
If what the prosecutor.
Did she deceive all of us? Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if you have.
Wow. That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound. That. It has been established that all fun.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss, if we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro, but if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, I do hope you'll act prudently.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula.
If Lady Farina's in...
Lady Farina, this...
Well, of course he had to
She's just staring.
What's going on?
Due to the inherent risk of the...
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, will you believe—
Miss Siegewin?
Siege?
Don't be nervous.
Please announce the results of...
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina, she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin.
Oh wait, what did she—
Well, considering your tendency to run from your... However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated. We don't want anyone...
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low concentration. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't...
I can't... Listen to me, everyone! Think about it! Also...
ये फंस गई अभी, ये फंस गया एमपी।
Everyone! Anyone, just listen to me! I swear, I really am your...
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think...
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway me. She's too stacked against her now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is... guilty. We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique...
Well, what's wrong? What's...
No, the Oratrice also displays a guilty...
Isn't that correct?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via...
That's actually one of the available sentences.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted...
This outcome is indeed quite strange. Is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah! Even Vache wasn't sentenced to death by...
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, but now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately...
ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही सीन हो गया। इसने कुछ गलती करी, अभी बोलते ना कचरा इसका साफ करना पड़ेगा मैडम का।
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still...
Fremine! You finally made it.
Mm-hmm. Any mission...
Is that the... So then...
I looked everywhere and finally found it at... But has the trial already concluded?
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to... Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slate. believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon? So when you say Hydro Archon...
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Font... However, I'm uncertain as to how much...
Okay, let's...
या भाई अभी सॉर्ट करो इसको लफड़ा क्या.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans. Does that mean that the second stone slate shows Celestia floating in this? This must be the point when the third slate shows the Hydro Archon. Well, the fourth slate is the we didn't believe that such a... That doesn't sound...
We know from the and the this.
That doesn't sound...
Perhaps what is and. It's not as simple when the stone slate the prophecy from the stone, the fortress of Meropide was near if we hadn't dealt with it in time.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't see... The Hydro Archon was... Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the sure... The stone slate's content can all... Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now, but then it feels like...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
We're...
All Fontanians were originally created. The evidence for that... Oh, and according to now...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the... That could also...
The Hydro Archon's true sin?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon...
Yeah! So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the... In the end, the people... Did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. However, while you were able to decode all the information when we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded. Now that the slate collection is complete,
What?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of... In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro... However, even though not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels. But if Fontanians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea... Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is...
So you...
That's way too much information for me. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be...
This really might...
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth, a key point of the visual, they have not been dissolved. which implies that the nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as you may also recall Navia's therefore, that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice. Yes,
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying, in truth, everything we've done has...
What should we do?
Huh. No.
If that's the case...
Traveler, I would like to point out another small... about the fourth slate. However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, as for the root cause of the catastrophe...
What is the true
This
source
eruption
of it?
was just a small warning of the things to come. We...
It was both dream.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could...
The truth, the original.
ये तो चाइल्ड है, लगता है चाइल्ड ही लगता है, चाइल्ड ही है, चाइल्ड। ओ भाई ये दूसरी बार हमने चाइल्ड को देखा है भाई, उसका वो अभी तक हमारे पास ही है, उसका विजन अभी तक उसका विजन अभी तक
Way too close! How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea. And once it has finished consuming all...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontania...
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontaine. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea...
We just...
That is correct. From the way he looked, he must have been...
That battle maniac. Anyway, now...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy. Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be
We've already done we've come so...
Indeed. I'll fight it to the end.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes. What have... Just as prophecies are you... Ultimately...
What's happening with the oratories?
believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
ये कौन है भाई अभी? उशी, इसके सर के ऊपर इतनी बड़ी तलवार लटक रही है। चलो भाई जल्दी। ये इसके पहले वाले हाइड्रो आइकॉन है। नहीं, ये तो फुरीना ही है।
You.
Sorry, that shocked.
You are not Farina.
Ah, the sweet sound.
Fusalo.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, the heavenly prince.
Deceiving the...
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dear. She knew full well that the and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather... I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. I had to outwit the heavenly principles. I'm a genius, I know. I can, although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreamed. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than...
So you were also once one of the Oceanids?
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counter, she could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. Her strengths were of a kind, but in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human. Anyway, so all part of the plan, of course. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But instead, she was forced to take the stage. I suppose now you probably understand.
But Farina is only... Even though she has had a long life, I cannot begin to...
It has indeed. And although it's been 500, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely.
ये भाई साहब बहुत सीन है भाई, ये भी टॉर्चर ही है भाई ये पूरी। आके देख लेते हैं भाई क्या है, कुछ फाइट वाइट है क्या आगे का, क्या है पता नहीं, देख तो डॉक्टर कहाँ से बात कर, ऊपर चढ़ने को तो जगह ही नहीं भाई। साइड से चढ़ने बोल रहे हैं।
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need. I am...
फाइट है क्या कुछ तो?
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Motion to compel.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
Illusion shattered!
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
ये 3 बॉस मारने पड़ेंगे जब जाके होएगा.
Shine down!
Motion to compel!
Illusion shattered!
Wind blade!
Shine down!
Boom!
चलो यार जल्दी मार जा भाई. Cry without echo shackles.
I'll protect us. Hey, what gives?
और
The
एक इंसान
audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Incinerate! Inadmissible evidence!
Now you shall perish!
अच्छा ये तू जो 3 कर्ज दी थी वो है इसके मुंह के ऊपर बांध ले. ओके समझ गया मैं. इसको कर्ज दिए थे ना उसने फोसलवर्स में, वो कर्ज हम लोग निकाल रहे हैं. वो लॉक लेगा जब ही वो ये सही हो.
Motion to compel!
Disappear!
Let the show be.
Incinerate!
Shine down!
Motion to compel!
फ्लैश लाइट बचे. ये 3rd कर्ज है. अरे क्या लंबा खींच रहे हैं यार. जल्दी आ भी नहीं रही है भाई. वॉक कर रही है आराम से.
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
Wait a moment. You're... Mirror me? Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people will all be...
Oh.
What's going...
Yes, it will.
But... doesn't...
Oh, don't worry. I will tell you how to...
As for the... But... If there were scale...
I suppose this would also...
Huh?
Don't worry. It's nothing. Listen well.
Play as...
That's right. You must begin a never end. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my...
But...
Don't worry. What you must do is not being a human yourself. Remember.
So, how long...
To accomplish this mission, you will have to... But I promise you.
A trial, huh?
मुझे लगता है ये अभी बुड्ढी होके ऑफ हो जाएगी जुबाक। ये हो जाएगी, हाँ ये हो जाएगी, डिजॉल्व हो जाएगी, बाकी सब बच जाएंगे। और वो उसको मारना पड़ेगा, वो वेल को मारे बगैर काम नहीं होने वाला।
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my... What should I say? To most appear like... I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Focalor, once again, this... I thought I might stammer, but...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestion.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen.
Wait, what's going right? Calm down, Farina. Assertive, with a... Now, I was wondering if some weak pup... Well, it seems that you may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. Now then...
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were...
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. That, my dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith. We have heard it said that this nation's sins the scales of justice. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. There is no... So long as I...
जल्दी खत्म करो यार, थर्ड वाला अभी रहेगा और फिर हाउस चोरी ना वो तो सही है। चलो जल्दी भाई, नींद आ रही मेरे को, बोर हो गया, भूख लगने लग गई मेरे को इसका स्टोरी सुनते सुनते। और इसमें भाग रही है, वाह भाई सही है।
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of the follow-up for...
Besides, a magnificent, dramatic, and one...
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to...
No need. All right.
You remembered me, and you knew of my he is doing...
भाई 4 इवेंट्स हैं यहाँ।
Lady Farina.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, all manner of signs. Really?
I'm...
Is... The day is finally over, but it's good to see that maybe this is fine.
यार क्या लंबा खींच रहे यार।
Lady Farina, here are the new
They'll...
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Farina,
We're detecting significant hydrological...
Understood. Keep... I feel utter...
Lady Farina, I've heard that the first... Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god.
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation.
So, in hundreds of years must have I never have I want to tell someone. I've conducted so many, and all I can do is keep heart.
हे भगवान, ये कभी खत्म होएगा स्टोरी यार? बहुत लंबा जा रहा है यार ये.
Farina, you don't have... Although I don't...
Share. That's impossible.
But even if you're... just share it with me...
A witness. And if to that is... He's right. But if things... No, Farina. But what if, Farina, is it... if you let this think about it long and hard... No, all you need to do, dear spectator, is to...
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never...
Yes, it had to be done. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, it seems that trusting
I believe that I understand how you're How would you build on this foundation to save the people of...
Ah, good, good. Of course the Udex of Fontaine has pinpointed... I'm sure you...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human... It now seems...
And then I became one with the Ortrees, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would... Alas, your understand... In truth, it is no enactor. Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Ortrees take down the god... my work over these... But really... So, the vast majority has been, had to be.
It was all a part of your...
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but... Oh.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Arc... Oh, what? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be your...
All you've done throughout the years.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, for my part, am the god of justice. Speaking of justice, I have always believed that if the theft of the primordial seas might, then, in other words, defying the prophecy at this point, Iudex Neuvillette.
So when at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries, you are things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What was that bright light, some sort?
But since we're all still...
It's time to end this. We must meet out. I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast, come with me, traveler.
भाई ये भी मिल जाएगा, चाइल्ड को भी दे देंगे तो बहुत मज़ा आएगा भाई साहब। हाँ यही बंदा, इसको ही साला मारने गया था मैं लास्ट टाइम पे, बुझा दिया था इसने मेरे को।
I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordials. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
अरे भैया लेकिन किधर रुकेगा तो?
Find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient life. We shall look for an opening together.
कहाँ? ये all devouring narwhal. भाई ये क्या है भाई? कैसा मारेंगे इसको? लास्ट मारने की कोशिश किया था साला ससुरा.
Sorrow turned into hostility.
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment. Incinerate. Shine down.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
यूजिया कैरेक्टर यूजिया कहाँ से मारूँ मैं? यूजिया मेरे पास है ही नहीं. न्यू या ओरिजिनल नहीं. हाँ अभी अंदर जाके वो दूसरे बंदे उनको मारना पड़ेगा. उसी दिन यही बॉस को मारने आया था मैं गलती से.
Granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
हाँ इसका पागल.
The authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordials.
मेरे पास पावर ही नहीं है भाई. कहाँ से मारूँ इसको? क्या बोल रहा है ये? मेरे हीलिंग के बाम्बू लगे हुए हैं यहाँ पे. यूजिया न्यू कहाँ से भाई? पावर कहाँ से दिया है इसने मुझे? वो तो बता दे.
See.
यार अरे पावर किधर? पावर दिया भाई साहब. साला अरे मैं यार क्या पावर दिया है भाई?
Ready, steady, go!
ये बेकार है यार ये मैप. सही मैं कसम से फालतू बॉस है. कचरा है साला.
Let the show begin.
अबे पूरा हेल्थ गया मेरा.
Let's dance. Motion to compel. I'll protect us. Incinerate!
Wind blade!
Motion to compel! Objection! Let the show be. Boom boom! Shine down! Motion to compel!
हीलिंग ले लो भाई, हीलिंग ले लो भाई, इसलिए अच्छा हुआ मैं बना के रखा है इसको। अब ये तो मरने ही आया था भाई, फुल डेड ही था। इसका क्यों नहीं बढ़ रहा है?
Motion to compel!
Disappear!
Illusion shattered! Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Shine down! Boom boom! There is no escape! La, 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 la. Illusion shattered! Incinerate!
Wind blade!
There is no escape! Boom boom! Incinerate! Now you shall perish! Let's dance! Boom boom! Invisible evidence!
रीढ़ तो टूट गई इसकी भाई, इतना तकलीफ से अगर मरेगा तो फिर जाना मांगता है। वो अंदर मेरे ख्याल से ये था, चाइल्ड था। चाइल्ड को इसको मार देगा, चाइल्ड बाहर आ जाएगा, इसलिए उसका अटैक चाइल्ड जैसा ही लग रहा था मेरे को।
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that might... Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen.
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must... It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the...
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you... So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial water. That kind of power is wasted. All in all... The point...
Well, being that this... So what sort of person is your master?
Oh, right. His name is Sertologi.
I am
Huh. So master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul?
Still nothing? Well...
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's open...
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard, but I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is like...
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring narwhal used up such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult. As such, the font... In other words, the prophecy...
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has...
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
फॉन्टन अंडरग्राउंड ग्रेवयार्ड हो गया भाई साहब।
Initiate emergency rescue! Hurry!
Hey, lend a hand!
Receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
यार कुछ 150 कुछ दे दो भाई प्राइम मुझे। मैं अभी इतना लंबा स्टोरी सुनने के बाद हाँ भाई सब थक गया मैं। हो गया यार बहुत, स्टोरी खेलने में ही थक गया।
The soil renewed. The Sweetadivasula Old Soil Skyship Winglet. The various people always call the... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created...
Paimon's curious...
And that's exactly... Oh, this time...
Let the show begin. Ready, steady,
30 प्राइम मुझे दिया फालतू। क्या करूँगा 30 प्राइम का 80 है मेरे पास यहाँ पे। बकवास नाविया भी नहीं मिला खाली फुकट का नाविया चल रहा है इन लोग का। बकवास। और 30 मिलेगा अगर मैं यहाँ पे चला जाऊँ तो। अभी बस करते गाइस, अभी आज के लिए बस हो गया। मिलते थोड़ी देर में नए स्ट्रीम के साथ में, जब तक के लिए टाटा बाय बाय टेक केयर और जुड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद।